Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. So, this story right here, we've covered this story before, but we are going to do an update right now. Like I said before, I was going to dig for some more information to find out exactly why this happened. Because sometimes we see these random or these killings, and a lot of people are thinking that it's just random. So, it makes Jamaica look a certain way, it makes people afraid. Like someone is just gonna pick you and just wipe out your whole family. So we try to show all the dynamics to the story. Alright, so we went and did a little bit more research and we found out that this runs deep. So Maypen Clarendon, 4 people were rounded up from their houses and killed in Havana Heights, Phase 3, in the wee hours of Sunday morning in what is thought to be a long-running lottery scamming scheme gone bad. That was the update. That was actually printed word for word, just as I just read it in the JAMAICAobserver.com. This is according to law enforcement intelligence, what they have been able to place together so far. It's nothing new. Also, the attack took place at 12:10 a.m., right? Those killed have been identified as a 33-year-old Tashana White and her 25-year-old sister Sharona White, Luke Newman, a 19-year-old chef, and Michelle Salmon, a 25-year-old, or Michael Salmon rather, a 25-year-old construction worker. And they were all from Havana Heights, Phase 3, in the Denby section of the parish. They were also all related. It was sister and their nephew, which was 19 years old, and one of the sister's spouse, which was the construction worker. So it was a family that was wiped out. Now, according to the police reports, lawmen were called in by residents who heard gunshots, the normal story is, and 4 people were found suffering from gunshot wounds to their heads and upper body. Both sisters and Newman were confirmed dead at the Maypen Hospital, and Salmon was the one that died while undergoing treatment. So the police have indicated that a door was kicked open to gain entry into the victims' houses. Let me stop right there and say something real quick. The amount of time we've heard the story about doors getting kicked in, you would think that people would start to reinforce their doors by now. Like, I don't know, construction-wise, reinforce your door. Especially if you're living certain kind of life. You just don't want man just come kick off your door. So your door shouldn't be that easy to kick off. But these are the stories that we hear all the time. And it's always the same thing. Gunman escaped in nearby bushes, or escaped on a motorbike, or they kicked off the door to gain entry into the house. Those two should be taken care of, right? I don't know how they're going to take care of the gunman escaping in nearby bushes and on motorcycle parts. Maybe put more cameras around the place and all these things. That way you're able to track and trail. But that's another story for another time. So 2 of those kills were found in the house, towards the back of the house, right? It has been theorized that the attack was carried out by several people, as all 3 houses in the yard were ransacked. So it's not a one-man thing that happened here. This is a full story now. It's not a one-man thing that happened here. It's a group of people running upon them. And there are multiple houses in the same area, in the same yard. And all the houses were ransacked. They run through the house, search up everything, turn over everything. So that means that they didn't just come to just kill. They were looking for something. See? So they ransacked all of the houses. Took all that time to do it. 2 of those that were killed were found in the house to the back of the property, which was not the house that they lived in. This would indicate then that the attackers took them from their house, grouped them up, all in the same house, to the back of the property, and executed all of them. From all indications, the shooters escaped on foot and headed in the direction of Foga Road. Don't ask me how them know that. I'm sure there's some kind of an intelligence around. Somebody is saying, yeah man, me see them and them go down so, but don't call me name, I don't want nobody come do nothing to me. And these kind of things. Maybe they have cameras in the area that we don't know about that showed the attackers heading in that direction. but they don't know them because the camera is not clear enough to pick up their faces. We don't know. But that is the information that's been put out through law enforcement and into mainstream media. Investigators theorize that a relative of the two females killed was actually the intended target of the attack. Now, why I said before that this is nothing new, not even to law enforcement, listen to this part. The long-running feud is also believed to be linked to the murder of Donovan Bryan, also along Jackson Street in the parish about 2 months ago. It was said 2 months ago that a man came and attacked somebody in the community, and the community hold him and beat him to death, right? Well, it turns out that that was not the case. It turns out that that attack and that attacker that got attacked and died is basically someone that got caught behind enemy lines. You know what I'm saying? But he know the shreps, him know the run-ins, and he is in cahoots with the whole lotto scamming thing and what they have going on, their illegal activities. It's basically a reprisal move, and things didn't work out too good for him. This is now the third attack in recent times that has been carried out in the Havana Heights area, in which the women's relatives, so they're under constant attack. The first attack was in June of 2020. The second attack was a year later in June of 2021. It's like the people them say it's an anniversary thing, and we're coming back to back. The relatives had been on the police radar for his involvement in lotto scamming activities in the area, which fueled a feud over illicit scamming monies. This led to the initial attack, which has in turn led to a series of reprisal counterattacks. Investigations are still ongoing. It is also printed that law enforcement actually got a heads up and warned them that things were going to happen like this, and law enforcement was met with a whole bunch of expletives and a very aggressive attitude. Move from around us and tell we nothing. Move your blood clot and go. We don't want to hear nothing from your police boy. Them kind of something there. And then it came to this. Now, if that was me and law enforcement come tell me, say, hey, watch out. Them a plan to lick off your head. You hear that? You better. I would definitely be like trying to move my family, run, go somewhere, go hide for a little while, something. But you know, people stand up in them wrong, strong sometimes. And some people just believe that they are just big, bad, and untouchable, and them can handle anything. If I saw, make it go so. If I dirt. Well, see there? Forget dirt one time. Sad situation. Sad situation. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. What do you think about lotto scamming altogether? Are you one of the people that look at it like it's a crime? As far as it's a crime that deserves the utmost punishment, the wickedest punishment? Or are you one of the people that look at it as, hey man, nobody getting hurt, it's money. They taking money, these people get their money back somehow or whatever. What is your take on that? Especially the violence that has followed the rise of lotto scamming. Now I know that some people are going to say, hey, enough people get rich off it, you know. I never kill nobody still. Them cut. I'm going to set up a legitimate business somewhere else and all this other stuff. So it's a good thing when it's used right, even though it is supposed to be a bad thing. I'm not going to inveigle your mind and your thoughts any further. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.